All right,
Oh, there it is.
we are recording. All right. Hello, everybody know? Does everybody know everybody?
I recognize everybody.
No?
Okay. All right, so we got Penny and Lauren and Lisa and Suzanne and Kelly and me. Okay, so we all know each other, so we can get on with that part. But first, I just wanted to do a quick little recognition because we got some good stuff happening. And since we're recording, I'm going to talk about people even if they're not on here. But we've got Joy and Kelly Gaines and Bobby Joe and Rachel and Ann and Lisa and Penny. Everybody's got Success Club points already in November. Good job, guys. Way to go. And Lauren is about to be an Emerald coach officially any minute now. Yes, that's exciting. And she ran a half marathon this weekend. Awesome. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yes. And Lauren and Bobby Joe and Lisa all added people to the team this week. So that's exciting too. We're growing. I really think we can hit that 100 coach mark by the year, by Summit. Yeah? Yeah, I think so too. Okay, good. Oh, we're doing great. It's very doable. All right, so tonight is a little different than how we normally do stuff. I kind of don't have like one main topic. I sort of went from the questions you guys seem to have. And so I'm going to try to run through the questions that y'all posed in the group and try to see if I answer what you were wanting to answer. And if you have additional questions and we run over time, feel free to like log off if you've got to go or you need to get to bed or whatever. But I'm willing to stay on for a little bit extra for anybody that wants to ask some additional questions and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So one of the first questions that came up was how to keep people on Shakeology Home Direct. Is this something that you all are interested in knowing about collectively?
Yes.
As a team?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, there's two documents that I want you to be sure to review that's in our Team.B.Fit files. One is called Shakeology Resources to use to learn about, share, and close sales. And the other one is called Let's Talk Shakeology. How do you get customers to understand the value and stay on past month 2? But I'm going to go kind of with a quick bulleted point through some of the things that are in those documents. But first and foremost, a big part of getting people to stay on Shakeology is that they have to see the value in it. If someone doesn't see the value in it, there's not really much you can say or do that's going to get them to stay on Shakeology. So the process of helping your customers and potentially future coaches see the value starts when you are figuring out their why. Like it starts back in the invitation process when you are discussing their why with them. So why do they need Shakeology? Here are some little questions to be asking so that you have these answers. Do you have cravings for carbs and sugar in the afternoon? How are your energy levels? Do you have trouble finding time to prepare healthy food? Do you need to improve your nutrition? Do you have any digestive issues, any IBS or anything like that? Do you suffer from high cholesterol or blood sugar levels? So those are some of the questions that you can be asking people when you are getting their why that are going to set them up to realize the value of Shakeology and how it can help them with their needs. Also, during the invitation process, be sure to share some videos when you have an opportunity. I like the Tony Horton Checks Out video. He's cheesy as all get out for sure, and that video is super cheesy. Chaturanga, I don't know, whatever he says. I don't know. But it does make a very quick 2-minute point about like all the great nutritional value that you're getting for your money. So the next thing is to be sure that when you all are promoting your challenge packs and your groups, that you are promoting Shakeology as a health product, not a weight loss product. It's important to remember that weight loss is a byproduct of the good nutrition that you're getting from your Shakeology, which you all know. But it's important to convey that to other people and to be sure to never explain a challenge pack as a discount on your Shakeology. this is something I did in the past a couple times, and when I heard this, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Make the Shakeology the star of your challenge pack. Like, it is the star, and the fitness program that they're getting is the discounted product. Like, you are getting this for 50% off with your Shakeology, or you're getting this with your order of Shakeology. Try to make sure you know the benefits of Shakeology. I mean, I don't mean like you have to have facts like memorized or anything like that. That's really not that important. Your personal experiences with it are the most powerful story. But just some of the basics that are good to kind of keep in your repertoire when you're talking to people is that Shakeology is a meal replacement, not a protein shake. That it has the nutritional value of 5 plates of salad. That it's nearly your entire day's worth of fruit and vegetable servings in one meal. Again, it's not just for weight loss, but however, people can lose weight with Shakeology because it gives your body the nutrients you need and crave, fills you up, keeps you full longer, and curbs your cravings for sweets and carbs and sugar. So you have weight loss. 100% natural, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no fat burners, no weird chemicals. It can strengthen your immune system, and it can reduce inflammation, and it can improve your digestion and lower your blood sugar and cholesterol levels. And that we have the proven study now that shows that it does do those things. So try to get testimonials from your challengers when you can. Ask about Shakeology in the group. Try to get them thinking about how it's benefiting them throughout the entire challenge group, so that when it comes time, for their next shipment to come in, they've been having to think through and verbalize several times so that they have self-awareness for what it's really doing for them. And then being able to explain the financial value, okay? Because I know money is always an issue. Here's kind of a great example that was given at Summit. So if you purchase 1 or 2 packets of Shakeology from your coach, it's $5 a shake. Okay, that's $5 a meal. If you purchase a 30-day supply, it's $4.20. And if you have a coach discount, it comes out under $4 a meal before taxes, which is pretty darn good for what you're getting for your money. And you can also work with people and talk to them about how it's going to fit in their budget. Maybe because they aren't buying breakfast foods, they're saving money. Or now they're not going out to eat as much to lunch, or they're grabbing breakfast or whatever on the way to work because they have their shake. They're going to save money. A lot of people talk about, like, if they, you definitely save money if you drink Shakeology for dinner. Now, I know that's not always practical for everyone with families and things like that every day, but it definitely does, when Chris is out of town, if I drink a shake for dinner, it's definitely even saving money there. So there are definitely some ways to talk to people about it ahead of time to just kind of help them see the value. And just to keep in mind that sometimes you may have to sacrifice immediate success club points so that someone can try Shakeology out by either purchasing some sample packets from you or purchasing the taste sampler, so that they can try it and experience the value of Shakeology and the effects and the benefits themselves before they're really ready to make a full commitment. Anybody got any questions about that?
What happened? I mean, I guess, I don't know if you're going to go on to discuss this, but I'm having girls that are not finishing the 30 days and it's taking them 5-6 weeks, and now they have like extra bags, and so they're wanting to, I'm trying to talk them into rescheduling their shipment instead of canceling it, but some of them aren't going for that. And I try to bring it into a shipping thing. I'm like, well, if you don't cancel it and you just schedule it further out, you're still getting the benefits of the discounted shipping rather than canceling it and having to restart it and everything.
It sounds like you're responding exactly the way you should to that. Some people are going to listen and do that, and some people just aren't. There are people that are funny about auto ship situations for whatever reason. I had the same conversation with someone today. The only thing that you can really try to do proactively on that is to just talk up the benefits of drinking Shakeology every day throughout the challenge groups and with your customers about how, like you get the maximum benefit from making sure you drink your shake every day. You might suggest to them that if they're not already, maybe their spouse wants to try it, or they could have some other family members try it. Potentially could open up the door, possibly if someone says, oh yeah, I've had some people want to do this. That might be someone that could end up being a great coach candidate.
Okay.
If they have, extra Shakeology and they can invite some friends over who've asked them about it or their family and let them try it, and then they're interested, being able to talk about how, look, you'll get 25% off and you only have to, you sell Shakeology to this many people or challenge pack that pays for your own. So then, you are at least covering the cost of your own Shakeology, and being able to, utilize the extra.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
It's going to be situation dependent on the person.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody else?
How many coaches are drinking regular versus vegan that are on here tonight?
I switched back to regular. I did vegan for 1 or 2 months and I switched back to regular.
I'm just getting ready to switch back because, one, for me, especially the cravings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if maybe that sweetener, I kind of have I then want more sweets, but I'm tending to really crave sweets and stuff.
With the vegan or on the regular?
With a vegan.
I do the regular. I don't do vegan.
We do the vegan chocolate and the tropical strawberry, and then I have the regular vanilla, just depending on what I feel like mixing. So, but we keep we have the 2 orders coming in. So we do I do the vanilla just from my order, and then Paul, we actually do the packets of the chocolate and the tropical strawberry so that he can take them when he's traveling, or if I need it for lunches for work or whatever. So we do both.
We do all regular here just because nobody really has a dairy allergy. And that's really seems to be what the main reason I have people go for vegan is if they don't do a lot of dairy or they want to stay away from that.
They actually didn't care for the flavor of the regular chocolate or the strawberry. They were really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it legitimately the chocolate is different or not, but mentally it seems to be a little bit less overly sweet for us. And I like the tropical strawberry better than the regular strawberry because it almost tastes fake, the regular strawberry to me. So the tropical strawberry has a little bit more of a mild flavor to it.
And that's very specific. I mean, people are with all the Shakeology, people just like what they like.
Yeah.
And people half the time don't even end up liking what they think they're going to like. I mean, they think they're going to like chocolate and they like vanilla and they like the vegan better than the regular. It's just, you just got to go with what works for you.
Yeah.
So, anybody else got any Shakeology questions before we go on to the next thing? Okay. All right. So one of the next questions was about promoting challenge groups. So one of the biggest things that I can say about this is based on personal experience over the course of the last year, almost year and a half, being on a schedule makes life so much easier. And it took me a really long time to put the system in place to have a pretty set schedule with the challenge groups. But the reason that I have gone that route is there are several reasons, and I'm going to go over with you. I sat down yesterday actually and made a monthly schedule that I'm going to share with y'all in a document about when groups start and when to promote them and when to stop them if you want to follow the same schedule that I'm on. And it also includes, the What is Coaching sneak peek, and it includes the 5-day Shakeology group and everything, like in the exact order that I sit down. This is when I start promoting it. This is when I stop promoting it. This is the deadline. This is the sign up date. And it follows the same first Monday, first, second Monday, third Monday, fourth Monday schedule. And there are several reasons why. If our team is all on the same schedule, it makes it very easy for you all to join up and pair up to do groups together. Therefore, you guys are bringing new ideas to the table. You're getting chances to work with different people, and it's going to reduce the workload for each person if you all are doing groups together, which the more and more I try to listen lately to Everything I Can by Trina Gray. She's just absolutely amazing, and she just knows what she's doing. So if you can listen to any of her national calls or summit presentations, anything, she is like the challenge group genius. And she really has her coaches working together a lot. And I was like, it just makes sense. And just since we've put in place having even the new coaches do groups with me, and you all having your new group coaches do that together, I've even seen it, like just to see you all's fresh ideas and the way you guys find posts and recipes and different things that are different from what I would. I think it just brings a lot of value to our challengers and to us as individuals to have, different ideas and different strengths. It also allows us all to work collectively to create posts and graphics to promote our group and wording for posts. Yes, I mean, I definitely, you want to have variations, or you have a specific unique topic or a specific unique, pool of people that you want to do a group for, then you can do that for sure. But, like sometimes I like to have like a general multi-program group and then maybe do something specific separately. But that is totally up to you. I don't want to micromanage you all. I'm just kind of trying to explain like kind of how I see the big picture. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be on this schedule, which means like the coach trainings are on this schedule, the sneak peeks and everything else. So it'll make it really easy for y'all to join in on those things. And even more importantly, if we are all on a schedule, it makes it very easy for it to be duplicated. So as new coaches come on board, it will make it very easy for me to set them up on a schedule, and then to be able to, and for you all to have your new coaches come in and be like, here's what we're going to do. First Monday of the month, we're going to do this. Second Monday, we're going to do that. And so then they have a very predictable schedule, so they don't have to sit down like I had to spend doing for a year and be like, what date are we going to start this challenge group? What day am I in this challenge group? And I'm going to have a second one over here. And now I don't remember who started on what day. And, my head started spinning, like trying to keep up with it all. And so it really just makes it a lot more simple. And I've been just trying really hard with any new systems that you all see me putting in place, trying to make things very simple and duplicable for you guys and for your coaches and their coaches, and moving on so that it's easy for people to come on board and not be overwhelmed as much as they cannot be overwhelmed. So with everything. Just real quick, I'll kind of like go over you really quick kind of the schedule that I'm going to post for you all, and then we can talk about questions about that. So this is kind of what's been going on anyway. So basically the first Monday of every month, a 4-week challenge group starts and a 4-week coach training group starts. What I am doing is the first week of the month, I am promoting my 5-day clean eating challenge and Shakeology group. Second Monday of the month, deadline to sign up for the 5-day Shakeology group. Second week of the month, promote a 5-day What is Coaching group moving forward, since it was kind of off schedule for this first one. Third Monday of the month, start your 5-day clean eating challenge, start your 5-day What is Coaching challenge, and then keep promoting your 4-week group. And then the fourth Monday of the month, deadline for the next month's challenge group. So it just kind of keeps it on a very, even schedule and repeatable, and it might make more sense when you can actually look at it on paper if it doesn't already. But it's pretty much kind of what's already been happening. But I just wanted you all to be able to kind of see how I was thinking that through. Do y'all have questions about that? Does that make sense? Yes. No. Okay. I've got some like this. I don't know what that means. I don't know what side to side means. It's like not really a yes, it's not really a no. Okay. Let's see. Just keep posting different times of the day, about every other day when you're promoting your groups, and have those deadlines. I'm sure y'all have already seen it. I mean, you'll post about the group for 2 weeks and you put that last call deadline out there, and then it's like, and your phone goes crazy, and then like your message thing blows up, and people message at midnight and are like, oh, I wanted that group. I was like, yeah, well, I've been talking about this for 2 weeks. Something like skating in the last minute. Okay, and so specifically, there were some questions about the December challenge group and kind of how to navigate through the holiday situation. So, like we've talked about a couple times, this is why I would love people to be paired up with other coaches. Again, I will have my 4-week group, and any coaches are welcome to join with me, and anybody who's got new coaches coming through coach training can do that too. But I would love, some people to pair up. I would highly recommend focusing on health, weight maintenance, and staying active versus losing weight for your December group, because it is very unlikely that many people are going to jump on a bandwagon to lose weight in December, because you're going to get a lot of, I just can't do that right now. I know that's not going to happen. That's unrealistic. So I found last year that by focusing more on how to stay healthy will be helpful. My personal plan was to utilize the Refresh Challenge Pack with Shakeology, and then of course Beachbody came out with that PIO Kickstart Challenge Pack, which is even better. I think that's the coolest challenge pack, and I really just can't believe it's such a good deal. So just to kind of give you guys an example, here is what I'm saying to people in individual messages right now. So my 4-week December group is going to focus more on nutrition and staying healthy through the holidays than on fitness and losing weight, even though fitness will be included. We're going to start with a 3-day cleanse or reset called the 3-day Refresh. You get to eat on Monday, December 1st, right after Thanksgiving week, followed by drinking Shakeology daily for the rest of the month to ensure that we're all getting at least one really healthy meal per day, no matter what else happens, as well as giving our bodies the nutrients we need and crave to stay full, have energy, and stay healthy during the stressful holidays and cold and flu season. Everyone in this group can do any exercise program they want, be it tennis, running, group fitness classes, going to the gym, or a Beachbody fitness program. Does this sound like something that would work for you? And I will have this written down for y'all, so don't feel like if you missed some of that and you want to write it down, you'll be able to copy and paste. So if people are saying yes to me about this, I'm giving them 3 options. I'm talking to them about the PIO Challenge Pack, and that, what kind of deal to get PIO for $10 with Shakeology. I'm talking to them about the 3-day Refresh Challenge Pack. Even though I know that's not on promotion, it's smack price range in the middle of the other 2. So, $20 that they're for $30, they're getting the Refresh and Shakeology. And then, of course, the third option, and the best option would be the PIO Kickstart Challenge Pack, where they get the Refresh and the PIO and the Shakeology for basically $50 with an order of Shakeology, which is really pretty great. Anybody have any questions about that? And I'm not saying that that's the angle you have to go. If you want to do fits or you want to do something else, go for it. That's just kind of where I'm going with December, just because I feel like that may have the best chance of people saying yes to a challenge pack, to the whole program. Questions? No? Okay. I would, come up with a holiday themed graphic. Penny made a really cute flyer. It's in the group. I need you to make all mine. Like, Penny, can you be our holiday graphic person for all these challenge groups? Because I sit there and I look at the computer and go, oh gosh, what am I going to put on there for the graphic this time? How am I going to do it? Which program am I going to use? Oh, this is going to take me time. Which is why I did not get my post together about my December group for tonight. But choose what to focus on for your graphic and your wording based on what you want to achieve. Okay? So, like I said, my rationale for how the angle that I'm going is that use the 3-day refresh to drop the pounds you put on from the Thanksgiving festivities. Then use your Shakeology to sustain those results through December, to have healthy meal, to keep you from getting sick, to, have something that you can drink before you go to parties and things that's going to fill you up and help you not want to eat everything in sight. And then, just exercise, be active, do whatever you can to be active. And of course, if it's appropriate for someone, PIO is pretty much appropriate for everyone. Obviously that challenge pack being there is highly helpful because it's just a great deal. So, you just be posting regularly about it for the next 2 weeks. If you're going to go with the PIO challenge packs and that's the direction you're going to go, be doing PIO workouts or posting about PIO workouts, at least some. I'm not saying you can't post about your other workouts too, but it's really going to be helpful to you if you are doing some of those workouts and then able to take a video of your workout or take a picture or talk about what you just finished and how you feel and how it made you feel good and you're sore. And, it's just going to help. Or if you've had, if you want to go with the refresh, buzz in the groups, Team Endure, Team.B.Fit, even Team Next Level, see what kind of before and after pictures you can get and testimonials from people, or use your own personal ones. I know, some people love it and some people don't love it. So if it's not something, that you feel comfortable, promoting, then that's totally fine too. Like what I said, but like, just be whatever your direction is, be talking about those things in daily posts. I don't mean like talk about them and you have to like say, join my group every single minute, but talk about them, and then like one day you can like actually post your challenge group picture, join my group. But maybe another day you can talk about how great PIO made you feel, and hey, you should try this with me in December. I've got a group coming up, or you can. We have good promotions this month if you're going to go that route. Like I think it's beneficial to not every day, but here and there say, hey, look what you get with your order Shakeology. You get this for $10, or you get this and this for whatever. I think you can put out some of that. Dig into the benefits of Shakeology and like share like crazy those benefits. Because if nothing less, everybody can benefit from drinking Shakeology through December. Somehow, some way, they can. So, questions about that? You guys are so quiet tonight.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm not I don't know how to do all this graphic stuff. So is there some idiot proof way that I can do this? Like with a graphic?
Yeah, you can wait for one of us to do one and then grab it up and share it all over the place. That's the super easy way to do it.
Okay.
There are lots of different graphics apps you can download. And collage things and whatnot. If you want to do December with me, Suzanne, I'll make a graphic. You can use my graphic.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest, unless Penny or somebody makes a really awesome one. Lisa's been doing some fun ones with her friends group. So one of you people that has better computer skills than me can come up with something fabulous. That's awesome.
I wanted to give y'all heads up. If there's any that y'all want to use, and I've had to start adding watermarks. We have a local competitor that is selling Isagenix, and she started stealing my graphics.
Oh.
Yes. And so it started actually with one that Lisa did, the Thanksgiving pants.
Oh,
Completely stole that and was using it for her isogenetics. So
can you believe that?
Yes, I can believe it. It happens all the time. That's why you'll see me watermarking. And as far as watermarking goes, if you don't have a logo, that's okay too. You can download the iWatermark app and just put your like Facebook address in there, like www.facebook.com/Lauren Mink or whatever, 5 Points Fitness or whatever it is.
Right.
And it'll go on there. If we do some shareable graphics this way, lots of times if y'all see something I've done and it's got my Fit for Sure logo on there, but you want to be able to use it without that for whatever reason, I usually have one that doesn't have that watermark on it too. So as people are creating holiday graphics over the next couple days, if y'all want to post them in the group without the watermark, and then we can make sure people know to put some kind of watermark or use a text on photo thing to make sure they put their website address, their Facebook address on there. That'll help with that.
So the watermark, can I use that with the beautiful mess? Does that go right on like a text?
Yeah, it can do text watermarks and it can do photo watermarks. Download the app. I think it's free and it'll show you on there kind of what you can do with it.
Okay.
Because I was able to download the Team.B.Fit logo too, and so I can watermark stuff with that.
Okay. Did you see the one I did yesterday where I just put my
I did.
I really didn't want anyone stealing that puppy.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It was really cute.
I did take notice of that one, Lisa. It was very funny. And I saw it, I was like, she's definitely putting it out there.
I have to call Lisa and be like, can you take your lease off there for a minute? You got another one of those. Share it. So, but yes, people will do that. It's really sad. And that's why, like, if I take pictures off, recipes and things like that, a lot of them are watermarked or graphic, but if not, I always try to give credit in the post to what website it came from. Like if you take a picture from somewhere that's a specific blog or website, just try to like make sure you say this came from The Gracious Pantry or My Whole Food Life or, that kind of thing, just so they don't feel like you're stealing their pictures and that kind of stuff too. But yes, people will do that. So sadly. Any other questions about promoting December challenge groups? Okay. All right.
I'm sure I have questions. I'm just so tired. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm tired too. I'm trying to buzz through this. And like I said, I know we're running over, so if anybody has to go, you can. Adrian asked in the group, why do a 5-day clean eating challenge Shakeology group? Okay, so I have a couple thoughts on that. First of all, you can call it whatever you want. This month, it's my Sugar Addiction Shakedown. Same thing. Same exact thing I offered last month. I just changed the name of the title. Okay, did not change the eating plan, did not change the grocery list or anything else, but I've had different people be interested in the group because it has a different name. So
that's hilarious.
Feel free to play around with it, but it's this doesn't mean I actually changed anything. I just changed the name. So,
I totally thought you did.
No, it's totally
Awesome.
the same exact thing. So, yeah. Woo. And when I talk about it, I say it's a clean eating group, I describe it in the same way. It's just a different angle to go. It gets people in the door. And with it just being $20 plus tax and shipping to get a Shakeology taste sampler, that's a super minimal financial investment. So most people aren't going to shy away from that. And you say $20, that doesn't sound like too much. So for $20, it allows them to try Shakeology consistent for 4 to 5 days, which is enough time to see the benefits. It allows you that chance to make sure you can teach them how to blend it up the right way because they're in that 5-day group, and figure out which flavor they're leaning towards. Because I remember, Kelly, the first time you made your first shake, you were like, no. And then you posted in the group and like people helped you, and then it was great. And that happens a lot. See, and if people are just out there by themselves, then they may make a shake with water and shake it up with ice and be like, ew. And I'd be like, yeah, that's ew. I wouldn't drink that either. That's not what I told you to do in the 15 things I sent you with that Shakeology sample, but that's okay. That's all right. So it also, and this is truth be told, I did this group as a free group. Same exact meal plan, same exact grocery list, same exact posts, same exact requirements. Did the same thing the next month with the Shakeology. People lost almost twice as much weight. So it really does show you how much that helps. At least it did for me. And here's the thing. If someone is not willing to spend $20 or $25 to do a 5-day Shakeology group, it is highly unlikely that they're going to be willing to spend $140 to $200 on Shakeology or a challenge pack. So yes, you can do free groups, but by doing this now where it's such a small investment to do the challenge pack, you're kind of weeding out the people that are probably not going to spend money on what we have to offer, because they're not going to see the value in it if they won't even spend a little bit of money for a 5-day deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, so Holly, when you do that then, so what flavors do you include if you're giving them the 5 days for the $20?
What I'm doing now, and this is so much easier, is I am having them all, that's why the group is only for first-time customers or people who have not, well, I've let people do it who already have Shakeology that just want to do it, but I'm having them order the Shakeology sampler. So it comes with one each, unless they order vegan, and it's 2 and 2. And then what I'm doing this month is I just told them they are getting 4 days of Shakeology because that's what's in the sampler. And then I'm going to mail them a 5th packet as a gift from me.
Gotcha.
Which is what I've done the last time too. But I said 5 days of Shakeology and people were like, there's only 4 in here. I'm like, I know, I'm mailing it to you. So it's just easier than having to deal with PayPal and all of that. Now, I did it the first way, the first time where I shipped them what I had because I had extra from the summer, had an extra box come in. But this is just an easier. They also, then it requires them to create the free account, so you don't have to be like waiting for people to do that.
Oh, gotcha.
They have to do it to get their shakes, and so it's just much easier that way.
Gotcha.
And if you decide to do that, just on a note, they have to create the free account first, or they're going to get an error message that says they've like exceeded their capacity, because you can only order the Shakeology sampler one time per customer. So if you don't have an account, it won't work. Or if you don't log into your account first, it won't let them buy it, even if they've never bought it. So I just have had to tell everybody, nope, go back in and log into your account first, and then it's usually fine. It also allows them to experience the motivation, accountability, and support benefits that come with the challenge group. It allows them to see the camaraderie and the recipe sharing and the fun fitness challenges and just the general fun that being part of a group can be. And it allows you all to showcase some of our most popular and versatile programs for 5 days. And then it really primes them to be ready when you ask them if they want to take the great results they've just gotten in 5 days and keep going and join your next 4-week challenge group. So that's why I really am liking this option and have in the general schedule of things included it as a monthly thing that I'll be doing moving forward. So questions about that? Lauren, did you ask about following up with people?
Yes.
That was you. Okay. So go into the Team.B.Fit file section and read the document, how to follow up the right way. And there's a corresponding national wake-up call that those notes came from, and I'll have to find it for you, but you should be able to find it. It was about about 2 months ago. Best advice I've ever heard for how to follow up. I have implemented pretty much everything that she said from that national call, and I feel like it is significantly impacting my business, if not in the immediate sense, that over time that it will, because it just gives you a very nice way to follow up based on what happens. You know, like give them this many days and say this, and give them this many days and say that. And then if someone, I feel like the key piece of that is if I've talked to someone and they are saying not now, they are going on my follow-up list. And so what I am doing with those people is that every week I am messaging them and sending them something. A little motivational quote, a recipe, a little, you know, fit challenge I yanked off Pinterest, you know, something each week, just so that they know that I am thinking about them. I am willing to help them, even though they are not in a group of mine, haven't necessarily invested in me. That doesn't mean that I'm not willing to invest in them. And then, you know, depending on the person and how long, I'm trying to wait, you know, 4 to 8 weeks before I invite them to another challenge group. And then depending on what they say, we'll go for there. But I have had people, I feel like, or I've even had more people maybe that I've been keeping in contact with then respond to some of my challenge group posts or message me and ask about the group and want to be involved. I think because then you're on their minds. And I think that y'all can be doing this from now through the end of the year. And that's why usually every week I post in there what I send. So you guys have it. Like, you're welcome to just use that so you don't have to think of something. When January rolls around and all of a sudden everybody freaks out that their pants don't fit and they can't fit in their clothes and, you know, like they feel horrible and they're like, oh gosh, I have a New Year's resolution. I need to lose weight. They're going to be like, oh, I need to message Lauren. Right. She's been like sending me all this stuff. I'm ready now. And I think that it helps you be on their mind when they're ready to be like, oh yeah, Lisa will help me. Susan will help me. Right. Penny will help me. Kelly will help me because they've been helping me anyway. I think I'm ready to like do this. I will say that last week I followed up with them more individually, which meant that I went to every single person's Facebook page to kind of see what they'd been up to lately, so that I could like really check, you know, just how are you? And that took me a little bit longer than it does to like go down a list and send a recipe. And like, I pretty much copy and paste like what I say. I mean, I adjusted slightly depending on the person, but I think that's worth it every 7 or 8 weeks to do that, and here and there. So
see, the thing I'm trying to figure out is like some of these people that are either liking my posts or liking my page, and then I'll reach out to them and say, hey, you know, what is it you're doing or whatever, and I'm not hearing anything. I don't know whether it's that they're not on Messenger or because there are a lot of people that aren't doing that now because of the whole weird thing with the phones and whatever. So I don't know, and then I just don't hear anything from them. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't want to bother them. You know, if they're looking at it and they're seeing things, that's great. But I don't want to, at the same time, you know, there's only so many times that I can reach out to them where they may end up ultimately turning against it. So that's what I'm getting frustrated with.
I would follow the schedule of following up that's on that document. Typically, the other thing you need to check too is if someone has liked your fan page, but they are not friends with you on Facebook, you're going to have to pay $1 to get their message in your inbox.
You do what?
You're going to have to pay $1 to get your message to actually go into their inbox.
Oh, really?
It'll say it down there because they'll say this will go to their other folder. And like, it'll give you an option to pay $1 for it to go into your inbox.
I did not know that. Okay.
If you are not connected to that person on Facebook, you're not friends, or you're not like, I think a few people connected, like it will say that. And like, I forget I have it all the time. So people just don't even realize half the time that they have that. And so they just don't ever get it. So for that, I have started paying the $1 to make sure it goes into their box. And some people will respond to you and some won't. If it's people that you know that have liked your page, I mean, you can say, thanks for liking me. Are you interested?
Right.
They don't respond after a certain amount of time, or they did start to respond and then whatever. In that follow-up way is a nice little thing that you can say, hey, sounded like you were interested in this, but maybe now it's not the right time for you. Totally understand. Can I follow up with you in, you know, next time? And how can I help you? Can I, you know, would healthy recipes and fitness tips help you.
Okay.
And I pretty much put them on my list whether they say yes or no. They want
Fair
healthy
enough.
recipes
Okay.
or not, they're going to get them. So,
Gotcha.
but you
Okay.
still say okay. Most people aren't going to say, no, I don't want any of that. So,
Right.
no.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and somebody asked about Facebook ads, and that was Adrian. And that is a whole nother webinar. Gina Whitehouse did one for the Diamond Coaches a couple weeks ago, and it was a 40-minute webinar. And I need to go back through all that stuff before I try to present to y'all the intricate details of running Facebook ads per se. But I will say this, you have to be ready before you really run Facebook ads. And by ready, I mean you need to have a like page that has really good content. Because when someone, even if you boost a post or you're trying to put up an ad for a challenge group, it's going to take them to your page and they're going to scroll through. And so, especially for those of you all who are in the Diamond training, the Push to Diamond group, that's a big thing that's come up even a couple times this week is, look at what you're posting. Is someone going to know who you are by looking at your post? Are they going to find valuable content on your Facebook page? Are they going to get a feel for who you are? And so, and what you stand for and like what you have to offer and that kind of thing. And it takes a little bit to like really get your groove on with that, with the like page, with the fan page, and like get comfortable posting regularly and making sure you're consistent. And I know some of you are using your personal page right now more than doing that anyway. And the other thing is, I think that you can get some good traction with people and people who they know still. Most of y'all are under 6 months as coaches. So, you might be getting to the mark where we're getting close to wanting to run a Facebook ad for likes and that kind of thing. But, Gina overwhelmed me a little bit with her Facebook stuff the other day. I was like, whoa, okay. Like landing pages and this, that, and the other thing. And it's working for her, but she's put a lot of money and time into researching that. So I will do something on that soon for you all who want to try it, but I want to kind of dig into it a little bit. And I'm talking to someone this week about working because it's kind of technical. I don't know how to do that stuff, the landing pages, and I'm going to talk to my newsletter person and see if she can help me figure it out and then try it maybe, and then I can kind of like let you all know how that goes. But yeah, it was a lot more intensive and comprehensive, and Facebook is always changing and how the ads are, and they will approve this and they won't approve that, and whew, yeah. So we'll go into that another day. So yeah, because I don't want y'all to waste money that you don't need to waste. So, anybody else have anything like pressing or things that have just come up that you've kind of had questions about?
I had an interesting thing that came up. I had two people kind of message me a private event party kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering how that might work with people you have that are interested, who have been messaging you, who've been kind of asking and kind of inviting them to the event of starting a group.
You mean like a actual Facebook event?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people do that. Adrian just posted something about that. She's trying it out. So you might want to ask her how that's working for her. And someone else, might have been Trina Gray, talked about that there are coaches of hers that are having success actually running it as a Facebook event. Because then you got people in there talking to each other, and as they're signing up, they're already kind of getting to know each other and getting excited and stuff like that. So it's definitely something to look into. I have not done it that way, but I think you could definitely try it. It's always good to try new things and see what works. You never know when you think outside the box.
Yeah. I've tried not to do a group message where,
right.
Like it allowed a lot of people to like leave the group.
Right.
Like I tried not to do that because then everybody's like, well, why is everyone else leaving? I'm going to leave too. You know, I don't want to do something like that.
So like an event, like to create an actual event, invite people to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely something to think about.
Anyway,
So
I'm going to jump off because we still have a half-hour drive home. So
okay.
we're-
Thanks, Lisa.
out. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all feel good about posting in your groups, like your challenge groups? Are you feeling confident with that? Hootsuite?
I mean, my group is going great. I think my biggest obstacle right now is like I just feel like every time I post and promote a group, it's crickets. So, and the only people liking my posts are Team.B.Fit, which I love the support. But like I woke up this morning just like, oh yeah, I had all of these notifications, not one new person that I could hit up to pull into the group.
I would say that Penny, it's time to do a 5-day group.
I tried. I only got one person signed up, and then she never followed through with doing the sign up through the Team Beachbody. And I had even offered it completely free. Like I mean,
Right.
I dropped the whole Shakeology part just to
Right.
get the volume, you know, just to get some more people's attention and do it free. And I only had one out of that one, and then she didn't follow through with the actual sign up part.
Let me think about that.
So
I would do it again.
yeah.
I mean, just because it didn't float the first time doesn't mean that it won't float the second time. I might tweak how you promote it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, just sometimes changing some wording and leaving out Beachbody.
Right.
Any beach body specific things, making it more, but other than saying that they get Shakeology, you know, just making it more about the clean eating and that kind of stuff, and trying to kind of shift the focus a little bit, with the graphic a little bit. Sometimes just the smallest thing can tip the scales.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Yeah. And you're all, you know, you're welcome to try the sugar thing. You can have a graphic without stuff on it and see if that works. You could try a free group that's like themed. I love the Hunger Games, and so last November I did a 12-day free Hunger Games challenge group, and it was lots of fun. I didn't do it this year because I didn't have the brain capacity to work that all out, but I do have the posts, I think, and that if anybody wants to try to throw it in there, if you're a fan. But I mean,
if it's easy for you to put on the group, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I will see what I can find for you, because I mean, that was the first time I really hardcore put a point system in place. But I mean, like, they had challenges and they were, you know, districts, and I got into it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But it was fun because I was into it, and people like signed up because they were into the Hunger Games, and I will put that out. I will find what I can for you on that, because it's free, so it would be easy to like pop it up real quick, you know, and get it in there.
Well, the new Hunger Games is coming out soon too.
Yeah, it comes out Thanksgiving week.
Next week.
Wow.
Next week.
Yeah. When I was scrolling through my pictures, you know, it pulls up last 12 months, and it was like all these Hunger Games things that I had pulled off of there. So, but it was fun. So sometimes you just have to kind of think around things, or just make it themed on something that's meaningful to you or that you just like, and you can kind of get excited. I just got real excited about it last year because I was like, 12 districts, maybe there'll be a 13-day bonus for the hidden district. You know, I was kind of excited. So, but, you know, stuff like that. Suzanne, did you say something?
No. I don't know why it says recording. I don't know.
Oh, it just zipped around.
Yeah.
So,
I
Kelly?
do have a question.
Yeah. Who's the question?
I'm like struggling getting people anyway with my first post. I had 1 million people interested, and then I just was overwhelmed with how many people I had to respond to, but I got to everybody.
Yeah.
But and then like nobody's really, you know, I think there's 3 people of mine in the big group we have now, but nobody's posting anything, and I'm trying to message everybody and say, hey, how's it going? So, but none of them bought Shakeology. So where should I go next? Like, what should be my direction next?
Don't give up on those people. Just keep messaging them like once a week and checking in. That's all you can do. When somebody does not participate in the group, that's all you can do. You can only do what you can do. They have to want to do it. And not always because someone is not posting in the group doesn't mean that they're not actually doing the program. Some people just aren't as good about getting on Facebook. So I just would suggest do that. And then as soon as I can whip together a posting graphic for this Christmas group, you can start using that to help promote the next group. Okay. And you can kind of intersperse your before and after picture here and there too, because it's a really good one, and kind of generate the buzz again about that. And use some of the other transformation photos. Kelly Gaines, plan to see yourself all over Facebook in the next days again. My best bio picture that I got. So, there she is. Hey, Kelly. So that's what I would plan to do right now.
Okay. And supposedly I have a couple people that want to do the entire program, the challenge group. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay. And we can talk to you can send me their kind of the copy paste of their messages and kind of let me see what they're saying, and I can kind of maybe help you with a direction to go.
Okay.
I'm also happy to get on the phone with anybody. I did that today for one of our brand new coaches, Wendy. She already had someone that wanted Shakeology, but she didn't want to recommend something she didn't need or not recommend something, that she wanted. So we did a 3-way call today, and I just kind of talked her through. I talked to her friend, and Wendy stayed on the phone. And so, but it worked out because, she's like, I'm brand new, or I don't, Holly may be able to answer your questions better than I can right now. But it also was great because she got to see and hear how I talk about things to people. And so that's always an option if you feel a little stuck.
Okay.
For any of you to post it to the group and be like, this is what somebody said to me today, and I'm just kind of stuck. I don't know where to go from here. I still get stuck sometimes, and I have to walk away and be like, I have to deal with this tomorrow. I can't answer them till tomorrow. I have to think about it and just walk away. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else got anything? No. All right. Well, I guess we'll go then. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.